What's up, North County? Welcome to the Morning Brew, and we are singing some song downtown with my boy Rob Doty.
How we doing?
Good. I'm gonna take my horse down the old town road. I'm gonna ride until I can't no more. Yeah. Good morning, guys. That was fun, huh?
Yeah, it was exciting. That was a new twist to the opening, huh?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we're doing a little karaoke action.
Right? Just naturally, 805 karaoke.
So you're Mike Brady this morning.
I'm Mike Brady. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Mike.
So Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Mike Brady, right? We be doing stuff, you know. We just wake up and we have a good day. We come here, we sit down in this chair right here, talk to you, make you feel good because we're carrying the show over here. So we're just doing our thing, and yeah, that's just how we be. That's Mike. I'm Mike. What's good?
All right, so Mike, so you're a musician.
Yes, I am.
Right? What instruments do you play?
I play the clarinet, you know.
Okay. Awesome. Well, very cool. So you're in a couple bands. I know. You went down to LA to play quite a few times.
I did. That was exciting.
How did they receive the clarinet instrument down there?
Didn't take it too fond. I mean, I had to switch instruments. I mean, they snapped it over my neck, so that wasn't very good.
Was it?
But other than that, no. Clarinet we abandoned from. That's more like my practice. I kind of just like play with that like on my own, you know, but otherwise I use the saxophone a little bit more.
Nice.
Right? You know, everyone loves the saxophone. Who doesn't love the saxophone? Who doesn't love the sexy sax, right?
Yeah, so did you get that inspiration from Bill Clinton?
We don't talk about that.
Okay. Let's go back to your drinking.
Okay.
So is it true that you're still not drinking since the beginning of the year, Mike?
Is this live? Yes, we're still not drinking.
Yes. Yeah. So Mike, so you do some DJing around here, right?
I do.
And tell me how that makes you feel.
Makes me feel good, you know. It's just kind of like being at like a rave, if you know what a rave is, you know, just kind of like hand on it, just going at it, you know. It just makes me feel good, gets me in the zone, watching everyone get super pumped up by my music. I like to kind of like play with the people too, like on a beat drop, I'll just pull the record back and stop it, and then watch everyone just go crazy and the music just pauses. It's just so funny, so I make it delay and mess with their minds, and then they go crazy, and then they go even crazier that it hits later than they thought.
Wow, so that's really the DJ Eagle action that's at these shows, right?
See, the mind of a DJ, to be a DJ, you are the party. You own the party. You get to control everything, every aspect of that party. You are the owner.
What is he talking about?
Awesome. So you have a son and a daughter,
I do.
Right? And your wife pretty much runs the show.
Basically.
Right? Okay. And so Noel is, Noel's approximately, 10 to 12 inches taller than you, right?
I mean, I don't like to admit it, but so we're going to go with no.
Okay. So, kind of like the drinking thing where you're not drinking either.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
Good. So, now, when you guys play basketball, who's better, you or your son?
Oh, me by a quarter mile.
Really?
Obviously.
Can you dunk on him?
Oh, easily.
Okay. So, what about Jaron? Okay, Jaron Blank has called you out a number of times that says that he can dunk on you.
Man, Jaron Blaine keeps calling me out, but I keep being there every single day, and he's not there. I don't see him. So, it is what it is.
All right. That was fun.
That was exciting.
Okay, but serious business. We got Rob Doty, the one and the only. They call him the hair around town.
The hair.
Yeah, so tell us about the hair. How long are we going to go?
You know, that's a great question, you know. I don't know. Just kind of grown. I just kind of been just going with any time that my sisters told me to cut it. I just kind of added an extra month. There you go. There's your hair. Put that on. Join up in there.
So,
wait, well, hold on. Let's switch the tune real quick here. Hold on. How does it feel having hair for the first time in a couple of years?
But, it's now I'm Rob. See, now I'm you. This is you.
Is this how it feels?
Yeah, this is you. It's like, all right, cool. It's like
wave it. Let it feel. Yeah. How does that feel? How does this make you feel?
I feel hot.
You do?
Yeah.
That's good.
I feel hot.
You really don't get a full feel until you get just like a nice just gustful of wind through it, you know?
I feel like I should ride in the truck and put my head out the window.
You probably should. You should be like a dog. It feels good. You're going to love it, man.
So when you go like this, what are you exactly doing, Rob? Are you feeling your hair, making sure there's nothing
I'm
in
just
it?
making sure, readjusting, making
sure
sure that it looks good. You know, you gotta always make sure it looks good. That's all that matters.
So
but
like
it's hard
this?
to make it not look
so
good.
like this, so that way it gets off my ears and off my neck.
I mean, it really never is on my ears, but basically, like if it comes down the front, you know, you just kind of like put it back and it just goes.
So do you ever
back.
put it in ponytails like this?
Not out in public.
So
I just do it when I'm not wearing a hat because it gets the hair off the back of my neck.
and then you ever roll it up like the girls do and somehow stick it together? Do you ever do that?
What? Dude, I thought that's what you were meaning at the first time. I don't pigtail it if that's what you're wondering the first time where you put it here at the edge. That's the pigtail. No, I don't pigtail that shit.
You just said you.
No, definitely not. Definitely
good.
not.
I'm glad that we covered that because that was a little scary.
That was a little scary.
All right.
Misinterpretation.
You are like nervous Nelly over there, dude. You're moving around like you're anxious.
Well, this isn't really.
Well, this is his first time with hair in maybe a couple decades, so he's nervous here. Okay.
The hair on this is kind of weird.
I think more forehead for you, dude. More forehead.
Now you putting it backwards? Oh yeah, there you go. That's the look.
Yeah, I mean.
There you go. Perfect.
Now you look like a crazy Albert.
This is way better.
Is it? Dude, you look like a Karen right now.
Yeah, you do.
You look hey managers, you better watch out. If there's any managers watching this, you better watch out for the new Karen in town.
Yeah, this is way better. All right, so I remember these days.
Do you?
Oh,
How long ago was that?
It was a long time ago. I mean, we're talking like.
Well before any children?
So, no, Kylie. It was Kylie. Kylie took.
Kylie's the only one who's
took the
fortunate
hair.
enough.
Whew. All right, that was fun.
A new touch. Right?
I tell you what, that's hot. I don't like it.
I wore that yesterday. I didn't shower for like 14 days.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So, so it looks like are you sponsored by 805 Customs? It looks like it.
Possibly.
So do they pay you well?
I'm a proud sponsor. I'm a good sponsor.
Nice. And they pay you well, probably.
They pay me decently. They pay me adequately to wear the stuff.
Nice. All right, so Rob, let's dig into some stuff here.
Let's get into it.
Let's see, producer Eric, what we got on tap today? We've got so much stuff going on, and Rob is going to be the new host. I'm just going to be his co-host, so I'm going to let you lead the pack. So then that way, we can draw in the younger generation. You see what I'm saying? So we need to go on TikTok. Have you ever heard of Twitch?
Twitch, yes.
Have you? Interesting. Is there any other social medias that we should be looking at?
There's a ton of social medias all over the place.
Like what?
For streaming video platforms.
For streaming the platform, like what we're doing here on What's Up North County Morning Brew Show.
I think you're basically hitting the ones that matter the most, I would probably say. So, I wouldn't probably venture too far off the beaten path because, YouTube's good, Facebook's fine. Just mainstream, that's what you want. You don't want stuff that has low number of people on the platform.
So what platforms do you use? What platforms do you post on?
I mainly use just TikTok. TikTok would be my highest one, and then Instagram and Snapchat. That's my main stuff. I just have Facebook and Twitter. I don't post on either one, but I have it.
And which ones are you getting paid on?
Technically on TikTok I get paid on.
And how much have you made on TikTok?
Maybe around $1,000.
What? Are you kidding me?
I've made $450 in monetized videos, and then in tips and just people gifting on live streams. I've made about $400 to $500 from those people as well.
And which videos were these?
They weren't from videos, they're from live streams. They're from live stream. People are watching my live stream at the exact moment, and they tip they just donate and gift as I'm just live streaming.
Eric, is anybody giving us any money right now?
Yeah.
Nice.
We got $1 cent right now.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. So we need them to throw money, right?
You don't go into it with that type of mindset. You just kind of just be appreciative as it comes in. You don't go into it.
But why did they give you money? What was the purpose of the money? What were you live streaming?
I was live streaming just different stuff, just kind of just going about my day, just whatever I was just doing in that exact moment. Sometimes it will just be me just playing music in the background while I kind of do homework. I just interact with the viewers, and people just kind of tip just as is, or I'll sometimes live stream where you don't understand the live stream and I'll just live stream you and you've been on it.
Oh, I understand live stream. I mean, hello. I understand.
Oh, understandable. But yeah,
See?
just basically just kind of just random stuff just as it goes through, and people just kind of just tip accordingly. I mean, I don't ask for it, they just do it.
And the people go, "Oh my God, Robbie, you're doing homework. That's so awesome. Here's $5."
They don't know I'm doing homework. I'm like just talking and just interacting with them as they're asking their questions, certain things, just basically making it exciting as they can.
So what about this little kid? He's like 8 years old, and he started on a live stream of him playing video games, and he has like over 2 million followers. Have you ever heard of this kid?
I mean, you could be talking about a lot of people. There's definitely a lot of people that make a big living off of just video games itself only.
Of people watching them play video games. That's it.
Yeah. Yep. That is how that works. There's people that will be just playing video games, and people will tip. Like on Twitch, it would be, for example, that's the most common like streaming platform for video gamers, and they'll just tip, and it basically also kind of like portray a message. So the main incentive with like tipping on some people's platforms is the tip you can type a message when you make your tip. Like there's a chat on the right side that already you can type your message, but it doesn't like do a voice to chat thing where like it will say the chat on the stream. It'll just go into the chat to where the streamer reads it. But if you tip and you type something, it'll like read it like technological voice just will read it out to the streamer while they're playing. That way they can hear it. And some people will like mess around with people and like try getting their stream banned by saying like vulgar stuff just to mess with them, but they still have to tip anyway because they have to give money for it.
They're paying to be a voice or whatever.
That's a way to do it. You could literally pay to have a voice be spoken, or you could pay to just because you're showing appreciation for the person that you're watching.
Be like, "Hey John, hey, your mom's just leaving my house. She'll be there in a minute."
You could do that, and the streamer would just have to either not react or show reaction, which is what sometimes people try doing, is just get a reaction out of them.
Oh my goodness! All right, well, we don't know anything about Twitch, or at least I don't, and I just got my MySpace account back. So, have you heard of MySpace?
Nah, way out of my generation.
Well, MySpace was the end thing before Facebook or Twitch or YouTube or anything like that. That's where everybody came together to understand where we're at. MySpace. This is MySpace. If you're not in MySpace, get out. That's the way it was. And it was awesome. I don't even know where it went to.
Well, if it's like that, can't we just call it My Bubble?
No. It can't be called My Bubble.
You just made it seem like it's my area. If you don't like
it,
get out.
It's a little area. And what was that guy's name? What was his name? Kevin or John?
Yeah, Frank Henry.
Frank. Everybody. He always knew where everybody was at. He was a little creepy guy in the dorm with a white T-shirt on that just stared at you.
So he was always in everyone's bubble.
Kind of. He was in everybody's bubble. Matter of fact, there is a TV show called The Circle. You should watch that. So, all right. So let's talk about some local stuff, Rob.
Let's do it.
So tell me about your girlfriend.
So, all right, on to next subject.
All righty then. So what do we got, producer Eric? What do we got?
Let's go for this. Let's do this. We're going to talk about empty bowls again.
Empty bowls.
Here we go.
Okay, so the cool thing is, I don't know if you know this, Rob, but Empty Bowls is part of a national movement that Echo Homeless Shelter is involved with. And so on April 26th, was that 26th?
Oh, April 20th.
April 20th, sorry, I can't see. April 20th, we're going to be having a luncheon in Atascadero, and we're going to have some celebrity guests, which I get to be one of them. So thank you to Echo of Atascadero for inviting us. But we are a part of this great movement. So Empty Bowls is a grassroots movement by artists and crafts people in cities and towns around the world to raise money for food-related charities to care for and feed the hungry in their communities. Empty Bowls supports food-related charitable organizations around the world and has raised millions of dollars. So how cool is that?
That's awesome. It's just kind of like a food locker, just helping people out in the world.
And there's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, food pricing is getting more expensive. I mean, the stress of financials, burdens is getting, more and more for people. And, to have this organization right here in our backyard, Tascadero and Paso Robles, it's a great offering, for locals.
Right.
So, and I know there's some other cool places around in Templeton, right across the street from the middle school and kindergarten spot area is a food box to where people can go in there and they can donate canned foods and stuff like that, and people come by and they take what they need, and so it's another cool little place thing that offers help to people locally. So pretty cool, huh?
That is amazing.
So if you're ever driving down Old County Road, right across the street from the middle school, you always see crossing guard Vicky, which everybody loves. You'll see a big yellow square box right there, and inside that is some canned foods and pastas and stuff like that somebody can go by and grab and have a little bit better meal. So we thank when we appreciate Echo Homeless Shelter for giving us this opportunity to be a part of this, and we look forward to being there. So, yeah, what do you think?
I think that's a good cause, good thing to do.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be a fun event. I'd like to know who else the celebrity stars are going to be. I hope it's like Britney Spears.
You would hope.
Yeah, I really would.
I don't know, man. I don't think she can do that.
You don't think so?
I don't think she can handle the pressure.
I'm gonna put out hope that it's gonna be Britney Spears.
Okay.
Everything's good.
I'm gonna help her pour soup. All right. So what else we got, Eric? We've got.
You want to talk about more local news?
Yep. Let's talk about some more local news.
Let's talk about some rainfall totals.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, yeah.
I am so over the rain. What do you think about the rain?
I mean, we definitely need it. Don't get me wrong, but all that praying over the last few years of everyone praying for some rain, it all happened at once.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we've been thinking about it, saying that, and going, "Gosh, I wish we got rain, and now the clouds have come together and is just dumping on us since December, really." And have you ever seen the river going as much as it is and has been for so long?
I have not. I have not ever seen the river that high before. That was impressive.
So I asked this question yesterday, I believe, to really solidify if you're a North Countian. Have you ever been down the Salinas River in a tube, raft, or surfboard?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay. So, but that was at a much lower.
Yes, that was a lot less roaring rapids, basically.
So this is pretty wicked.
This is gonna be fun once it clears up. It's gonna be fun.
So are you guys gonna get on the tube and go cruising down?
We are definitely gonna find a kayak, find a surfboard, find something that's able to float properly and not get poked or destroyed by a branch of any sort. We're gonna head straight down that river.
So that's a true Templetonian.
You got to do
Right
it.
there.
If there's water in that river, which I mean doesn't happen often, you got a river raft. You got to do it.
So what do you think? Who went with you before?
Last time we went, it was me, my brother, my sister, and her boyfriend. That's who went.
And you guys used kayaks, surfboards, or inner tubes?
We used kayaks. I think we had 3 kayaks and 1 surfboard that was attached to one of the kayaks.
Amazing. So getting back to the rainfall here. So far, I mean, and we're not even, mind you, we're not even done with rain yet.
No.
I mean, we still have
No,
rain.
we'll have a break for a couple days, and it should look like it's coming back Tuesday.
Yeah, it's coming back. So we've already had Paso Robles rainfall total has almost passed 28 inches.
That is a lot.
So
of rainfall.
27.49 inches of total rainfall. That is an astronomical amount of water.
Oh, without a doubt.
So our typical average rainfall in this area is about, 14 inches or so. Okay, and when I say average, that means like when it normally rains. Not like last year. I think last year was like 10 or 9 inches. Year before that, but I mean on an average basis. So back in the olden days, back when the world and everything was normal, we used to get 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 inches of rain. So now this average has lowered down, but now we're at 27 and a half inches, which is an extreme amount of water. So the point is the river is at 20.19 feet.
Wow.
Is that wild?
That is wild.
20.19 feet. I don't know how many times that the 13th Street Bridge has been within inches of the water going over it. Lake Nascimento is at 83% capacity. I don't think that's true. I think this is incorrect, to be honest with you.
Fake news.
This is fake news because I've been out there, you've been out there, Heritage Ranch parking lot is underwater. So I would imagine that if the parking lot's underwater, don't you think we're at pretty close to 100%, right?
Which parking lot are you referring to, though?
The launch ramp.
The launch ramp is underwater?
Yeah, the launch ramp is underwater.
Completely.
Not the
I haven't been out there recently.
Yeah, not the whole thing, but the front part of the launch ramp. There's no launch ramp. You don't even see the launch ramp.
I think the best way to kind of like just refer to the water level is just kind of like that water line that's been just like cemented into the surface.
Right, into the side when you look across the lake, that thing's, there's not even a line there.
If that's gone, which, to be honest, that probably wasn't already 100% anyway, because the water probably didn't sit at 100% long enough to really cement a full line, so who knows?
Yeah, we're into the trees. But the main thing is like San Antonio Lake is only at 56%, which seems weird with the amount of rain that we've gotten. But it doesn't get a lot of water coming into the lake.
No.
So, but the cool thing is the lakes, guys, is going to be awesome. So we got the boat ready, right? We got the beers packed in the ice chest.
Not the beers.
Not the beers. We got the non-alcoholic beers packed in the ice chest, and we're ready to rock and roll.
It's gonna be a fun summer.
What's your biggest plan for summer at the lake? What do you most looking forward to?
Seeing how long it takes you to finally buck me off the tube.
Well, we already know that I can do that. So
you struggle a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good.
Mike over there at Scott's Boat Repair is gonna get me dialed in with a nice prop that's gonna go on the back of that boat, and you're not gonna be able to hang on. Most importantly, Zeke's not gonna be able to hold on, and if Aldo ever comes back into town, but that's why he moved. He was actually terrified.
That's fair.
I think that is why he moved. Don't you think?
That could be a good reason why. I didn't even think about this. This could be a very good reason why Aldo may have gotten up and out of this
he didn't
location.
move. He didn't move because of
location. No, without a doubt. This all makes sense now. He moved because he's scared of you. Summer was round and around.
Yeah, he didn't want me to invite him out to the lake.
That sucks. That's unfortunate.
There you go, Aldo. Sorry.
Well,
but yeah, so that's what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to an awesome lake year, camping, hiking, boating, all that good stuff, right?
It's going to be fun.
All right. So we got, it is 7:56 right now. So we got Lori Bryant calling in with SLO County News, telling us all about what's happening in the North County,
Perfect.
emergency-wise. So we're going to take a break right now.
Let's do it.
Producer Eric, are we ready for a break?
Camera one.
All right. Stay tuned, guys. Here's a word from our sponsors.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Welcome back. I'm Mike Brady, and we want to thank our sponsors.
Road, I'm gonna
So,
ride
we're back in here.
until I can't
What's up, North
no
County?
more. I'm gonna take my horse down the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride until I can't no more. I've got my horses in the back.
All right, so we're back here.
My hat is black. You're taking over the show.
Well, I don't have the keys. Let's get it.
You already read everything.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So,
And then Lori Bryant's going to be calling in, so let's go,
Oh,
Rob.
perfect. All
So
right.
what's next? What's next on our agenda? Let's talk about something local that Robbie Doty knows.
let's talk about this. So we have a virtual entrepreneurship opportunity that's coming up for younger kids in junior high and elementary, to where they can tune in and learn about like business and how to build a business and all that, and just teach them while they're young, get in a workshop and be able to learn about all this stuff that can set them up for a good future.
Interesting. What else? What else we got? What else what happens in Robbie's entrepreneurial day?
And Robbie's entrepreneurial day, oof. When I was in junior high, I definitely sold.
Well, we know you sold your sandwiches and you sold your chips and everything that Mom would you would trade off your fruit roll-ups and you'd upsell that to different people. But hold that thought, because we have Lori Bryant with Slow County News calling in. Do you want to answer it?
That's all you?
And we have Lori Bryant with Slow County News on the phone right now to discuss this major weather that we are having. Good morning, Lori.
Oh my gosh, right? Hey, Robbie, you look great up there. You're so smart.
Right? I know. I was.
Oh my gosh.
I was contemplating on having him on the show because he's much smarter than me, and it makes me feel dumb.
No, that just shows that you got good genes there, bud.
I know. Thank you, Lori. I really appreciate that.
I do. I have major breaking news. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's sunny.
I know. Oh my God. Can you believe that?
I woke up to a little bit of pitter patter this morning, but we're done now till next week. So.
Are you sure?
Hallelujah.
Are you sure?
Don't ask me to bet on it.
Okay, because I'm not saying 100% either, because I don't even know. But how's everything looking around here? I mean, gosh, we've got so much water. I just reported 27, almost 28 inches of rainfall so far.
Yeah, it's amazing. It is. I mean, here we all were praying the last 6 years for rain, and we got it. We got it, and it's good and it's bad. I mean, we still have 41 closed. The roadways look good this morning, but there are still reports of trees falling. So be aware of that. When I say the roadways look good, I'm talking about like there are puddles, potholes, mud.
Right.
But there aren't any major incidents happening right now at all on the roads.
And I think the biggest thing for me is there's these potholes with the water on top of it. So you basically run, kind of go through the water, the puddle, and there's a big pothole right in the middle of that thing.
Yeah, and there's some big ones. There's some doozies. I mean, it's like driving a slalom course right now. So, and the county is doing the best they can. I mean, every time they try to fill them, we start raining again. So, be patient with our workers. They're doing their best. I don't have any dramatic anything other than I was just so grateful when I saw the sun peek out this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, here we go.
Yes.
And Robbie, wow. When I was your age, I had none of that smarts. I'm so grateful to hear you talk.
Yeah, he's going to be probably the next host on the What's Up North County Morning Brew show. So we're grooming him right now.
Yeah, he's got it. I don't think he needs any grooming. I listened to him talk about all this internet stuff. I was just like, wow. When I was his age, we didn't even have that.
Right? We had a calculator watch.
And an entrepreneur at that. He's making money. Like, wow.
I know. What the heck's going on? I'm gonna have to check his financial statements.
Right. So yeah, other than that, I don't have anything. It's let's just be careful this morning driving in. Don't forget potholes, water, puddles, mud, trees.
Awesome.
I'm gonna make a song about that. I am after this winter. I have never reported so much weather in my life, and it's not even my forte.
Right. Well, awesome. You guys are doing an awesome job, all of you guys. So we really appreciate it. And you guys keep up the good work.
I got a great group. I got great villagers. You know what? I'm blessed, and so are you, and so are we. We all are. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thursday. Be safe and pay attention to the roads.
You got it, Lori. Have a great day and be safe out there.
You too. And Robbie, your hair looks almost like Eric's yesterday.
Oof.
Almost.
I'm shooting for it.
day,
I'm
guys.
shooting for
All right,
it.
Lori. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was Lori Bryant with Slow County News, guys. If you guys don't, go over there and follow her wall, Slow County News, because they report on everything North County, South County, coastal, everything, San Luis Obispo County, so it's really cool. So that's pretty awesome, huh?
That's perfect.
See, Rob, you're already starting to gain followers just
We're
being
doing
on the
good.
show.
We're doing good.
Your TikTok might just amplify right after this. It might just blow up.
And I can have you to thank for it, huh?
Yes, and you can give me some money.
Oh,
Yes.
we'll get to that point.
We
We'll see.
already know that
We will
you got.
talk about
We
this.
already know that you got famous because of a video that you have of me.
Your video gained me 3,000 followers.
3,000. Look, do you hear that, Eric? 3,000 followers because of my video.
Okay, but it wasn't because you were in a thong or looking sexy. It's because you almost fell into a boat.
No, I got out of a boat.
He just torched his feet. That was just about it.
It literally went from like 100,000 views or something like that to.
It was like I was clearing my iCloud and you're like, oh, post that. That's gonna be a great video to post. That's gonna go viral. But then again, you say every video is gonna go viral, so I'm like, whatever. I'll just throw that thing in there and post it. Sure enough, 30 minutes go by and I already have 4,000 views on it, and I was like, that's really good engagement for my account, because at that time that was half my fault. That was half the following right away. And then it sat there for a second, hour went by, all of a sudden we're at 20,000. I was like, whoa, like that's good. And it had a break for a second. It ended up getting up to like 1 million views in like a week, and it had a little break, and then it took off again, and it peaked at 3.5 million views.
3.5 million views. Unbelievable. How much you make on that?
Nothing.
I thought you said you
No,
made something.
it didn't make. So how TikTok works is you get into a creator fund at 10,000 followers, and I was at 8,000 followers when I posted that video. That video put me into that range to be put into the creator fund, which is then what you can make money on monetization of videos for each view. But because that video had already peaked and it just got the following necessary, it wasn't getting any more views off of that video. So it wasn't making any money. It put me into that spot, but that video had nothing coming in for it.
So,
All right.
So Robbie, you need to have him do something stupid so you get up to the
We tried to-
40,000.
I mean, we tried to. He just wants to like set it up, and if he's a lot more funny natural than he is staged. If he tries staging it, he tries too hard. It's you just gotta catch him in the moment. Like that was a caught in the moment type thing.
So, but why don't you just repost that video?
I definitely could. I have before, and I think it got like 700,000 views. Not that much, maybe 300,000. But I did repost it like maybe a year back, and it got like 300,000 views again.
What were some of the comments that people? I mean, some of them were hurtful.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but the comments were probably the funniest part. Just reading them, just seeing what they were just saying about you, and I think the number one comment that was being said was they were comparing you to someone. Do you remember who? It was your laugh and just the way you were screaming is what you were being compared to.
Yeah, that's on your TikTok.
Yeah.
So that was somebody from the Crab Shack or something from SpongeBob. They said somebody from SpongeBob.
No, you got compared to Yosemite Sam.
Oh, Yosemite Sam.
The way you were screaming and hollering and running down it was ow, ow. and you were screaming like
Eric,
that.
can you pull that up?
I wish we had that thing right on.
Yeah, right now, dude. No.
That was pretty wild. And it was no other than my feet were hot running down the dock because it was 110 degrees.
Everyone was wondering why you didn't just jump into the water. The water was right here on the left, and everyone was like, why isn't he jumping in? And then you had people who were like, he can't jump in because he's holding his non-alcoholic beer. And he can't lose it. Everyone knows that you can't lose the non-alcoholic beer in the water, too. And then they're like, why is he running so slow? What is he doing? If his feet hurt, why isn't he running faster? Everyone's wondering. And then you had people who were upset about the dog's feet, even though their feet were in the water.
Yeah, we had people all pissed off because dogs
PETA
were...
came into my comment section and was trying to take my video down, so that wasn't good.
Oh, jeez. Social media. That's the craziness. So anyways, let's talk about some other local stuff here. We've got, so you go to Kennedy Club Fitness.
I do.
Right? So what do you like about Kennedy?
I just like just the machinery. It feels just a lot more like advanced and newer compared to like other locations that I've tried out, especially just the one. I work out at Paso. I've worked out at Slow before as well. Paso is where I'm based from working out because I live here in Templeton. And I just like the environment, just like how the layout of the land is. Like it just feels like really nice, and just the machinery that's there doesn't feel like it's old, doesn't feel like it's gonna break on me when I'm using it, and I just get a good pump when I'm working out there.
How do you feel about like the people that are there working out too?
It depends on the hour that you go. I mean, I go around just later evening time, and that's when you kind of hit like a crowd of people more my age. So I mean, it makes it appealing more because then play some basketball, have a bunch of people my age. So we have a lot of games going on too. So it works. I have a lot of people that I'm just talking to while in the gym too. So makes it take a longer workout than it really needs to be. So it's good stuff.
Have you ever went out and used the pool?
The pool, no. The hot tub, yes.
Have you?
Yes.
No kidding. How about the spa? How about the sauna inside
I've tried out, I haven't tried the actual sauna in the locker room. I've tried out the little sauna thing that's like over by the rock wall.
the infrared and the
Yeah,
K-zone?
the infrared, the K-zone infrared one. I've tried out that one. I've been in there before.
What do you think about that?
I was only in there for like about 2-3 minutes, came outside, and I'm like, I need to get out of this. I can't breathe in there, it feels like. But otherwise, I mean, that's a passion. That's a hobby that people, I mean, not a hobby, but like a good form of therapy to go into the sauna and just kind of like heat therapy and stuff. So
Did you go in there with anybody else?
yeah, so Jaron was just in there, and he just like had a session, just paid. I don't know if he paid for one because normally you do, but he reserved like a session and stuff, and there's like room for like 3 people to sit. So I just walked
3
in there.
people?
I think it's 3. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
three if you're close. Three if you're close friends. Otherwise, you are being with 2 randoms if you're not in there with someone you know. 2 people is ideal, but typically it's a reservation, so it's normally just whoever reserves the spot.
Wow. Okay. Well, that brings me to what we got coming up tomorrow. Yes. So, Kennedy Club Fitness is one of our sponsors of the What's Up North County Morning Brew Show, right?
Yeah.
And they have graciously given us some giveaways for the K-Zone.
Awesome.
Which that is in that area, which is the infrared. Also has
you got the hydro machine, you got the massage machine, you just got stuff just to help you recover. I mean, that's what the K-Zone is. It's all about recovery.
Exactly. So we are going to be giving away a month pass to the K-Zone tomorrow on the show. So make sure you stay tuned because we're going to have a phone number for you guys to text in to be eligible to win. So
And 1 month for the gym too as well.
Are we going to do both of them?
Both of them, yeah. We're going to do a package.
Okay, so we're going to do a package for the K-Zone and a 1 month package to be a member of Kennedy and get the full experience of what goes on there. Because it's a pretty badass gym.
It's pretty
You know what
awesome.
I'm saying? It's a pretty
a
badass
nice
gym.
one.
Do you have a favorite piece of equipment there?
Oh,
What's your favorite piece of equipment
very,
upstairs?
very cliche answer, but definitely, I mean, I could definitely just say a cliche answer of saying the bench press, but I do enjoy the strict incline as well. That one's a good one too. They just have a ton of equipment. It's hard to choose, like, just a specific piece of equipment that I like the most because all targets a different part of the muscle that I use.
So do you ever walk by a piece of equipment upstairs and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that one. That one's not me. I mean, obviously, I do massive leg squats.
No, naturally. I mean, if it was
Yeah.
you would totally look at like all the leg machines and be like, I'm gonna destroy all
just
these
put all the
things,
weights
but-
on.
Exactly. See,
Right.
That's you though, right?
That's right.
That's you with the.
But what's your favorite piece of equipment upstairs?
I mean, definitely a cliche, just the cliche bench press, which they have a bench press that has like basically almost like a self spot, basically type of machine because it moves, comes forward, and it just is a assisted lift off basically instead of lifting off from like above your head and like over the top of it and then bringing it over your body. It moves itself in front of you, and all you have to do is push up, and the machine moves back, and then you can start going.
Oh, very cool. I haven't been upstairs lately, so that
well,
must
you gotta
be-
get up there.
I know, I got to. So speaking of now, with working out, that requires eating a lot, right?
Yes.
So one of our other sponsors, El Red Rooster Taco Truck, right? You're familiar with that a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about your experience with eating those
You just get
tacos
a-
and burritos.
You get a nice big burrito for a good price, needless to say. Cecil makes up a good burrito, that's for sure.
And they're big and juicy.
Big.
Huh?
There's a lot for what you're paying for. You're definitely getting a above average size in comparison of where else you would be able to purchase
Yeah.
for a burrito.
And when Cecil comes, because he sometimes caters our events that we have at the house and stuff like that. So do you look forward to that array of different meats and foods?
Absolutely. I love just the street tacos. Just overall, the food's just delicious, just amazing.
Which one do you like best, the carne asada or the chicken?
I've always loved asada the most. Asada's just always just been just very tasty to me.
There you go. So I think Cecil's there. What on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday across the street from the Templeton Market next to the Templeton Museum, right there on downtown Templeton Main Street. So, what else we got, Eric?
Let's talk about olive oil festival coming up.
Olive Oil Festival coming up. So this is a pretty cool competition. So the California Mid-State Fair obviously is kicking off in July. And we talked about the competition for brewmasters and beer makers yesterday. And today they have launched a new award for the Central Coast Olive Oil Competition. So the Olive Oil Producer of the Year. The title will be presented to the olive oil producer with the highest ranking entries in the competition, provided they have entered a minimum of 3 olive oils. Along with this honor comes a specially designed belt buckle featuring the Central Coast Olive Oil logo, adorned with an array of jewels. So, I don't know about you. Have you ever just tasted olive oil?
No, I don't think I've ever just tasted olive oil, but I definitely know some friends whose parents are very invested in olive oil.
Like who?
My friend Josh, Josh's mom likes. I mean, she has definitely olive oil. She actually gave us some olive oil to take to Utah when we made our trip there, because just like a thank you gift. And turns out that one of my Utah friends' mom also loved olive oil
kidding.
just as much. So it was just like a cool little win-win situation.
Oh, did you guys put them together as far as because she makes it, they like it, or make it?
No, I mean that was probably a good opportunity for my friend to kind of just get a client or something, but it didn't. So.
Interesting. So olive oil, I mean, there's a number of different health benefits of olive oil, but just the sheer purity of drinking the olive oil, some people actually just drink olive oil.
Some people like to just kind of just more. I feel like more taste it than maybe just pour a glass. And drink it.
No, they're not filling up their coffee cup.
Yeah,
and be like, hey, how you doing?
That would be very interesting, but I definitely just kind of just taking just a little bit, just more of just testing it, make sure kind of tasting it and everything. So.
Yeah, and they're dipping their cheese and crackers and all that stuff,
exactly,
and so and so olive oil is really good. And it's like I said, it's a great cooking oil, and it's a great tasting oil because they make them with flavors and scents and stuff like that too. So, how you can register for this is centralcoastwinecomp.com to enter online. So that way they will be registration. Oh, you have till tomorrow. So the registration period will last until March 24th, and the cost will be $65 to enter. So you have until tomorrow to register for the Central Coast Olive Competition at the California Mid-State Fair this year.
All right.
Okay? So yeah, what else we got, Eric? Oh, we got this thing. Let's talk about the big tornado. Did you know there's a tornado in California?
That is very surprising. I didn't know tornadoes happen in California.
So we have this this crazy weather phenomena going on right now, right?
Right.
So we don't know if it's going to rain tomorrow. We don't know if it's going to be sunny tomorrow. We don't know if it's going to be a tornado tomorrow.
Basically, we don't know what is going to happen.
We really don't. I mean, it's pretty much that type of a time that we live in that we don't know what the weather's going to be like. But the weird thing is a tornado touched down and has been confirmed in Carpinteria Mobile Home Park. Is that crazy?
That is absolutely bizarre.
So the National Weather Service confirms that an EFO tornado packing winds as high as 75 miles per hour touched down the Sandpiper Mobile Home Park in Carpinteria Tuesday evening. Video showed that the mobile homes and pieces of debris were flying all over the mobile home park, and fortunately, nobody was hurt by the flying debris. But General Manager Toya Martinez said it was quick and it did not take very long. So that would be wild.
That would be absolutely
That would be
crazy.
wild to actually have a tornado. And sometimes we get like those little dust devils.
We get those dust devils. I remember definitely like a few years ago, we definitely had like a little alert on probably all of our devices that said there was a tornado watch that in our area, which was very interesting to get.
Yeah, anytime that we get these type of weather, I mean, we're basically having this weather right now. It's like storms, rain, wind. I mean, it's just we don't know what to expect. But you know what the funny thing is we live in the earthquake capital of the world, right? Parkfield. Okay, we live on the San Andreas Fault. So and I don't even know if they even say this in school anymore. Kids, fear the kids. But when I was in school, my whole future was based on around the fact that we're going to have this major earthquake and fall into the Pacific Ocean. So that was my biggest fear when I was growing up. So every time the earthquake happened, I was fearing for my life because I thought the ocean was going to come over the mountains and basically take me out. Okay? Obviously that has not happened so far. So, but was that a fear that was amongst the kids and when you were in school? Was it ever talked about?
I mean, there was definitely obviously talk of San Andreas Fault being long overdue and stuff like that. I don't think it was, the way you're putting it as part of the curriculum and speaking on that topic, it was more just like social talk. Like people were just kind of talking about it. And the way that we interpreted it was just like not going to fall into the ocean. It was just kind of like island itself, basically. Meaning we were just going to get kind of like how like a Nile River type thing, a big old just pass through in between as that seeped down and just sucked in a part of the ocean around and encapsulating like us in, basically. Not like falling off and all of a sudden sinking under the ocean. That was not something because I mean there's still earth below us, like underneath this where we're standing on, there's still earth underneath the ocean too. So that's what's should hold us up still. Because it's all plates that are moving.
So Rob, you use a lot of big words. Do you go to college?
Some say I probably do.
Okay, good, because you're very educated and you articulate your verbiage on like the earthquake stuff, which is, we do need a weather person. Would you be interested right now, right here, accepting the What's Up North County Morning Brew weather person position?
It starts right now.
All due to my vernacular?
What? Yeah, I don't know what that word means.
All right, we start right now. So we're right now. So yesterday was our last little bit of rain, right? We got a sun coming through for the weekend, a little bit of clouds, not too much, but sunny days coming through for a little bit until Tuesday, where we should pick back up with that rain. We don't know how much it might be. It may be a lot, maybe a little. should carry into just 2 days, and we'll see how the rest of that week continues throughout afterwards.
How are we looking for the weekend for lake days? That's what I want to really know. Me and Mike really like the lake, and so being that Mike's not here, so he's not really getting the whole effect. So can you tell Mike specifically that if this is going to be a weekend to be out at the lake?
I mean, I'm Mike, so I would probably say that this weekend could be a weekend to head out to the lake. It's sunny, maybe a little bit of cloudy, not rainy, but it's all just depends on the weather. I mean, I'm a cold guy. I don't like the cold.
Don't want the water.
All right.
All right, let's get out of here.
Well, there you have it, guys. Well, that was fun. What do you think, Rob?
That was some good stuff. That was good
All right.
stuff. Got our outro going. I like this.
All right, that's what we're all about. Well, Rob, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks for tuning in to What's Up North County Morning Brew, guys. We had a lot of fun, and we can't have this kind of fun without you and our sponsors. So we'd like to thank Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Sestero Meat Cutting, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, El Red Rooster Taco Truck, Kennedy Club Fitness, Amy and Jamie's Place, Airflow Filter Services, and Pacific 805 Spas, guys. Thanks again. Down the Old Town Road, I'm gonna ride until I can't no more. See you.
3, 2, 1.